best part of Jehovah's Witnesses, I never did Christmas or birthdays, so I don't have an emotional thing about it. And I really appreciate that. I can tell how dumb somebody is if the first thing that they say about Jehovah's Witnesses that they think is like the bad part is no Christmas or birthdays. I know you're a middle to low intellect if you say that to me. Right away. I know your childlike fucking brain, that's the worst thing you could think of. Yeah. Nothing against you, but when somebody points that out, I'm like, oh, you're a little dumb.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that's the thing you couldn't live without. The emotional commercial holiday of whatever. Like I said, because I was in Jehovah's Witnesses, I can't get absorbed into that kind of shit ever again. I just can't. There's ways to like get me 100%, but just not that way. You can't get me in the cult way. You just can't get me that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would say as a kid, seeing other kids celebrating Christmas and birthdays and not being able to do so was hard. But now that I'm out and I'm able to see, that's one of the major takeaways for me. It's like, oh yeah, that was a huge bonus,
dude. I went to school, then on the holidays they always have somebody makes cupcakes, right, for like your, I don't know, Christmas or Easter, all that shit, right? And we didn't do like some people. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't do this. Go to the schools and go, hey, stop doing Christmas because it's not inclusive of us. No. They said, go ahead and do it. We want you to see that we don't do it. Very smart. And then they'd pass the cupcakes around to all the kids, and I would just sit there and not have a cupcake like a man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that the thing of like, you're not part of this feeling. That's not a bad thing to me. It's actually like a thing I'm happy to have a sense of, and I don't have any anger or bitterness about having that. I'm really grateful I got that from Jehovah's Witnesses. And that's what enabled me to leave Jehovah's Witnesses. The tool that I got of believing in it and believing you're supposed to not be dishonest and you're not supposed to cover, because I believed in it.
Hypocrisy is another thing
that's the thing right there, the fucking hypocrisy. And so the second someone's like, it's okay if I do it, not you do it, I'm like, fuck you. Don't mean like that I'm saying like you're the ultimate, but I just don't want to hear moralizing from someone like that, right? Yeah. Like, the no war thing that Jehovah's Witnesses have nailed and did prison time for back in World War I, they're right. They're right about that. That's evil. The whole thing's evil. There's no doubt about it. Like, this ain't like God's country or none of them are. None of them are. You don't like none of them. So I agree with that 100%. I'm so glad that I don't have to have, I'm glad I never did the flag salute. And not because I have a thing about the flag or anything, but I don't have the emotional thing to be mad at somebody about a compulsory thing. Yeah. Like, in fact, in life, there's a whole bunch of flag salutes you're supposed to do that I won't do, right? It's not, I was trying to explain this to him. Remember, Brody Stevens? Remember him? Brody Stevens, funny dude? Yeah. I used to love it. So I'd talk to him all the time in the back in a comedy store. And at the time, it was Me Too going on. You're supposed to salute it. Like, of course, it's a great thing that it happened. I struggle to see what good it did besides make it so media outlets can't get sued for libel. What it did, because of all these people that are still there, as long as you're someone people like, you could do whatever you want, as long as you want. And then when you fall out of favor and stop making money, then they suddenly, surprisingly give a shit, right? Like Harvey Weinstein suddenly became a problem when his antics were costing more money than he was bringing in. That's why they suddenly gave a fucking shit about that, right? And that's why, for example, we still don't know who Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison for trafficking girls to famous people. No idea who they are. We still don't know. We may never know. Yeah. That's not important to find out who the people that were taking the trafficked women that are still working in all the major industries. Yeah. But we'll move on and worry about something else. So you were supposed to salute that like a fucking flag if you were in media. And I remember saying it was bullshit on Noam's podcast on The Cellar, and Noam's like, well, we don't want to say it. I'm like, no, I'm saying it. I want to say it. No, I was right. BLM was a flag you had to salute. And I have to say, of all the slogans, Black Lives Matter is like, they should have taken a lesson from Black Lives Matter, because that's a great slogan, dude. That woman that came up with that is a zillionaire now. She got 3 homes because she came up with a great slogan. I guess salute that.
Is it a white woman? Is it a trad wife?
No, it's
Okay.
no.
Thank God. I was worried for a second.
It's a size pock woman.
Ah.
It's a size pock woman, and I applaud her because, but you were supposed to salute every hashtag, you're supposed to salute it like it's the American flag level loyalty. You're supposed to salute the fucking Ukrainian flag.
You were saying not eating a cupcake made you feel like a man. I felt like a fucking badass standing up in class every morning and not saluting the flag. Feeling like a fucking anarchist.
Yeah, with your hands at your sides. I didn't get on one knee where it looks like I'm kneeling before the flag, like Colin Kaepernick looked. Oh, my Lord flag. That's what it looks like he did. You stand up with your hands at your sides.
He's waiting to get knighted. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was fall for him doing that, not saluting the flag. Even though the knee is the dumbest way to do it, just keep your arms down, but stand, and then they can't say you don't look like an idiot. What your company can't tell you can't do that, fuckheads. And that's when conservatives did drop the ball, right? On I'll say what I want. I don't have to salute any fucking. Anyway, I'm explaining to Brody about all these life and flag salutes that I'm sick of. And Brody's a big baseball guy and American flag salute guy, and he just couldn't even. He just shut down. He goes, I can't let this. I know. Salute over the flag. Salute the flag salute. Like he turned to Rain Man. Okay.
Yeah, it's tough.
Brody
to make
had all
Brody
kinds of tough shit in his life.
Yeah,
he's conditioned that that's some emotional thing. If the flag salute isn't the most important fucking thing, and we all say it is, that was holding together 20 other things in his life. That emotional attachment to that idea was like a load-bearing narrative.
Yeah.
So I'm like, then you want to argue, you're gonna knock somebody's whole fucking house down. Like, that's what I want. I don't want those load-bearing narratives where I have to believe this or else. I want to believe it, and then if I'm wrong, I'll go, oh, I was wrong about that, and just move on. Consequence-free, because I can believe whatever the fuck I want.